Hello scrappers, I want to check something today because it's really easy to find these boards and the pins they look really nice, but the question is it a good idea to buy these? And is there enough gold? Usually they're from 1980s, 1990s beginning, something like this. Some of them are even modern ones, but let's check. What I did, I depopulated huge amount of pins and I'll measure these pins just to check the weight, because to have some statistics, good statistics, we need sufficient amount of pins. So I'll just put this watch glass here and start putting pins on top. You see how many there are? Really many. Okay, so let me check. It's about 127 grams. 127 grams of such pins. But the question is, with these pins, will we get any gold? If we buy these boards, will there be any profit? Or will it just waste of time? 100. Here we go. I'll take this 100 grams and use my gold stripping agent to check how much gold do we have in these pins. Okay guys, so how to quickly prepare this solution. I'll just put here my beaker. I'll just put my beaker on top and now it's 0, and I will put gold stripping agent until it becomes 5. I need 5 grams of gold stripping agent, a little bit more. Yep, 5 grams, 0.1. Great. Let me add now distilled water to 100 milliliters. I will pour it. So we have the same greenish color as it dissolves. Now I'm taking this solution and my pins and I'll go to the lab. Okay guys, so we are ready. Heating 50 degrees Celsius, and let's start stirring. Here we go. That's our solution and these are our pins. It's really interesting to me to check how long it will take this gold to be stripped from the pins. Usually for thick gold plating it takes at about, probably for thick gold plating takes 10 to 15 minutes, but let's see in this case. Okay guys, I'll stop the ventilation and let's see what we have. That's our solution, same color, same gold stripping agent. So let's just quickly remove our magnetic stirrer. Yep, here we go. Yep, that's the magnetic stirrer. You can see it, and this is the iron. So let's remove the magnetic stirrer. Let's put back the solution. I'll stop the stirring, 50 degrees Celsius and ventilation on. Here we go. These are our pins. I'll put them. It's enough solution to cover them. And let's wait. I'll check them on the 5th minute and I'll check them on the 10th minute. So let's see. Hey guys, so it took 1 minute. Let me show you this. Or maybe this took 30 seconds. I'm taking another beaker, I'm moving the solution there, and Look at the pins. No gold, nothing. Less than 1 minute. So this tells me only one thing. Gold plating is not thick gold plating, it's gold flashing. It looks amazing, but it's huge nothing. So I have this solution now, and it's stupid to precipitate gold here. I will just add more pins to saturate this solution and get some real gold and real result. Otherwise it's meaningless. So I will rinse these pins. Let me start the ventilation. I rinse the pins a couple of times with water. So you see, solution is yellowish. I don't want to lose this gold, so that's why we have to well rinse 2-3 times. Not too much, because diluted solution, I prefer to work with more concentrated solutions of gold stripping agents. So it's how it works. I think we are done. It's more or less color of the water. Actually no color. So I'll go and find another material to put inside this beaker, because it's a waste of gold stripping agent if I stop here. Okay guys, so these are another 100 grams of pins, but it's a little bit mixed content. But just imagine and consider how long it takes to cut 100 grams of pins and get a gold that is a huge nothing. So I will get rid of these pins and I will put the new batch inside. So here we go, that's the new batch. A couple of pins are outside of the beaker, but I will collect and put them in. Let's put our gold stripping agent and let's see what will happen now. I will collect. Let's start the ventilation. Actually, what I usually do is, so look at this. I think the reaction ended already, but I'm trying just to, for the purpose of the video, to wait maybe 1 more minute, and then I'll show you what I mean by reaction ended. Because yes, that's all. 90% of the pins are stripped only within 1 minute. So just imagine all these pins, all this hard work, and then you try to get the gold, there's nothing. Okay guys, so let's check together. It's just 30 seconds later. I'll get rid of this solution and look at the pins. No gold plating, nothing. I mean, these are so bad that you simply can't recover anything. Actually, for now, these are 200 of these pins, 200 grams. So let's continue. I will probably put another 100 grams. I'll go and check if I have them. But I'll continue doing this. You see, nothing. Just in a minute. Okay guys, so that's the last batch. I already stripped the gold from 200 grams of pins from servers, and that's the last batch This is a little bit mixed content. Also servers, also from the same time, but also we have some contacts and some metal springs. Let's put our gold stripping agent, start the ventilation, and after I process this batch, I will check how much gold we have. It's at about 15 minutes later, and when you look at the solution, it looks like all gold is there. Everything is plated, but that's not the case. There is really few gold plating left, I'm sure, but definitely most of the pins are absolutely white. So let's check this. I'm taking this stirrer and let me transfer quickly the solution to this beaker. Slowly, not to transfer the pins. Okay, here we go. And that's our solution. It's quite muddy. Let's put it on top and let's look at the pins. Yes, I see here and there a little gold. A little. But that's not a lot. Maybe we exhausted our solution yet. So I'll stop here. It's just a small amount. Who cares about it? And let's see now how much gold do we have in 300 grams server pins. Let's filter our solution. We have to filter it because there are some iron, probably there are some other pieces of metal inside. I will reduce a little bit the ventilation. We are good with this. It's really high speed of filtration, so you don't need a vacuum for this one. Just add your solution and filter it. Here we go. Look at the color. It's so nice when it's filtered. It's not dirty. To look at the solution, how it should look like. It should be clean. There should be no dirt, nothing floating, no colloidal particles, no iron, no dirt from the pins, nothing. It should be crystal clear solution. You can look through it. Filtering is done. Let me show you how the filter looks like. I will take it quickly. Here we go. That's dirt will go into your solution if you don't filter, and it will interfere with your result. You have impurities, which no one wants. We want good gold, pure. Next step, add zinc and precipitate gold. Okay, so let's remove a little bit this stuff. Let's put inside our magnetic stirrer. Let's start slowly rotating, stirring the solution, and let's add our zinc slowly. Here we go. You see how the color changes slowly? This is the gold. This is how the gold is precipitated. Let's increase a little bit the stirring. I see it suffering. So can you see? This is the colloidal gold. You're slowly getting there. Here we go. Let's leave it for a while. I need this solution to stir well and to complete the reaction. So the zinc ions to remove from the solution the gold ions, and we'll get zinc 2 plus, and we'll get gold 0, which is molecular gold. Or because the gold 0 is combining, it turns to be a colloidal particle, which is a little bit bigger, and that's how we see the gold at the end, as brown dust, just because of the size of the particles. That's why it looks brown. Okay, so we are ready to go to the next step. This is a clean beaker, and this is our solution. You see, it's clean, everything is on the bottom. So that starts slowly filtering what is on the bottom. We have to rinse it well, because we have to clean it from the cyanide and to prepare it for the next step. And the next step is nitric acid. We have to dissolve the zinc, and in the residue to leave only the gold. So you see how quickly it filters? Because it's really clean. If it was a dirty solution, it will clog the filter and you'll never filter it. You wait for hours. But when you filter clean solution, that's how it goes. You're just pouring and pouring, and it goes. That's great. Amazing. Here we go. Okay guys, so that's what we have at the end. Color of the zinc, you see. That's our residue after rinsing it 4 or 5 times with water to remove the cyanide and prepare it to add nitric acid and dissolve the excessive amount of zinc we used to precipitate the gold. So let's go to the next step, adding nitric acid. I will not put this on video because I do it in a box ventilated that has no access for the camera to fill it, but you just add water at about 100 milliliters and you slowly add nitric acid. So at the end you just have gold left on the bottom, and that's all. Okay scrappers, so that's our final result. This yellowish nice liquid is our dissolved gold. And what is the next step? Next step is to precipitate the gold, because this is purified gold, should be really above 23 karat, to precipitate it and to dry it and melt it. Let's go. I will start a little bit the heating here, and the first step will be to denox this solution. Probably there is some nitric acid left, so to denox it I will use urea. Let me take some urea and let's check. So do we have any? Yes, we have nitric acid. You see the reaction, it starts immediately, and actually I can probably put this stirrer just to speed up a little bit the denoxing of the solution. I will add really small amount and check the pH. So let's look at the pH. That's really important, because now this solution probably is at about somewhere at about really acidic. So let's check. Looks like acidic. Yep. Let me put this aside. and let's check the pH. So pH is red, yellow. Yeah, it's extremely acidic, I can say, from what I see. So let's add a little bit more urea. We have to be careful not to put too much. From these small bowls. I don't want my goat to be everywhere around, but not in this beaker. So let's continue adding slowly urea, and when it stops reacting, you see the bubbles. I think it's easy to understand when the solution is denoxed, because there's no reaction, no bubbles. But I think it will take some time, so I'll finish it and I'll be back. Okay, so we are almost there. You see I'm adding a couple of bowls from the urea and no bubbles, nothing happening. So let's consider this denoxed. Let's check the pH. It will be extremely acidic, I believe, but let's check it. Let me just touch here. It's too small. I will need the spoon. Yep. So let's look at the indicator. Yeah, pH 0, so it's extremely acidic. This is full of acid. There is so much acid inside that you can't imagine. Look at this. And what people usually do, next step, is to precipitate your goat. And whatever you use to precipitate your goat, at certain point you have to get rid of this acid. And let me show you. I will use potassium metabisulfite. It's common and frequently used to precipitate gold. So I'll take just a small amount, really small, and put inside. Look at the reaction. Starts immediately to react with the acid. And the smell is awful. Just keep in mind, don't do this at home. But how I like to do the reactions? I like to do the reactions like this. I'm adding small amounts and reaction is under control. I don't take a full spoon, put inside, and then bubbles, splashes, everything around, goes around, and actually I'm far from collecting my gold. I'm more into fireworks chemistry. So add slowly, keep it under control, that's all. It's not rocket science. And you see in the middle, it starts to get brownish. That's our gold. You see in the middle where I put our reductor. Okay. Hop. Here we go. You see how the color starts changing? It's not that yellowish. Now it's slowly going into no color and a little bit brown, because this is the colloidal gold that starts slowly to be precipitated. Yep. Let's put a little bit more. Here we go. So nice. If you want to hear me, I will be coughing because I have no ventilation on. But exactly you see now how the gold is precipitated. That's the change of the color. Look at it. And the reaction is under control. I mean, nothing is splashing, no issues. Just look at it. A little bit more. Wow, it was yellow solution. Now it's brown solution, it's black solution. We have gold inside. But molecular gold. Not dissolved gold. What exactly we target. Great. So let's add a little bit more, just to be sure that all the gold will be precipitated. Yeah, I see on the bottom decent amount of gold. Nice. So I hope there will be something to melt, because these pins turned to be a disaster. But let's continue. I have to add a little bit more, and we are ready almost. I see the gold on the bottom, small pieces flying around. Not bad, not bad. Okay guys, I'll continue and I'll show you at the end, when it's dried, how I'll melt it. Okay guys, this is our gold, and I have a huge pile of dirty crucibles. So let me try to melt this and show you how much gold we have at the end. Okay guys, so that's my gold. Not cleaned. I mean, it's just coming out from the fire, let's say. But let's check. From this huge pile of pins, there were maybe more than 300 grams of server pins. How much gold we got? 0.25, which is less than 1 gram per kilogram. Okay, it's not amazing result. Thanks for watching, guys.